When law enforcement, especially federal law enforcement, goes in to execute a search warrant, they've done quite a bit of intelligence gathering. It may seem excessive, but it may have been exactly what is prescribed in their rules and procedures.
This is what Diddy's homes look like on FBI video. What was going on in Diddy's caves is explained in the Manpower GAN agreement.
The authorities came up with enough evidence to go into a judge by using the civil cases that has came upon him. Because they used the civil cases and found that there was some criminal activity, people who like Cassie, Jonathan O didn't have a civil case against him, Lil Rob, they used the evidence that they had or the statements they made. There was enough probable cause to go in there with a search warrant. But the way they did the search warrant and how they did it, they took a tactical team in there, brother. They had tactical units. And it was for allegedly a sex crime. Did you see the artillery and the way the Homeland Security came in there? My man. So my feeling of it is that enough statements have been made that they could probably prove. They did enough investigation. See, people think that when the federal government go in there on you, the reason they got a 99%, most people say, they got me. They don't go to court with them. So for them to have a team in New York, because they didn't really mention too much about New York, property in Miami and a property in LA, all simultaneously hit. Those different agencies had to get together, plan that, and that's not no bull. That's a lot of manpower, a lot of money. So you best believe they had something in the first place to go up in there. You understand? Because if they convinced the judge that they need a warrant, they had wiretaps, surveillance, and different things that was going on.
The day of the raid, I got a lot of notifications. I got a lot of ads. I got a lot of mentions. I got a lot of phone calls.
You're talking about the raid on both Miami and California.
And New York simultaneously.
Wait, New York was?
Yeah, the New York house was raided as well. 3 states working in tandem, and they did not tell the officers who they were raiding. They went in tactical as they were instructed to. They didn't know they was raiding Diddy's house. The higher-ups didn't tell anybody because they knew with Diddy being a Fed informant, so they ain't tell nobody whose houses they was going to.
That's why you see the guns.
The cops didn't know that it was Diddy's house, Playboy Mansion. They didn't know until they seen the kids. They did their job. He's a sex worker. He's got guns and he's got semen-coated fucking VHS tapes. I would have went in a hazmat suit. And then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
Drugs with Jaguar. So Tusi is the cocaine, but they take the ketamine and cook it up. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street Special K. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and cocaine. Cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle. So that's why you had the Viagra, to make sure that the dick involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing your fucking self with the coke. You could get fucked by 80 fucking ton gorillas. So now, your dick is gonna stay hard, you numbed up, and you high, you got the ketamine in you so you don't feel shit, and now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Yeah. So now, the Tusi They done skipped.
The audio files that came out after the Cassie lawsuit are shocking. They implicate not only Diddy, but also other leaders, princes, and famous people.
P. Diddy house was raided, but one of the things that caught my attention and allowed to go inside his house, showing the raid. And my first thought is, something just ain't right. Something ain't right about that. We're gonna push that to the side for right now. We'll talk about that during my live. What they also found in P. Diddy's house was underground tunnels. When you think about the elite, when you think about that community in Brooklyn that was building underground tunnels, when you think about the elite building underground tunnels, when you think about Epstein, my thought starts racing. Why do the elite have underground tunnels? I'm just asking questions for right now because I want to jog your thoughts. Why do the elite? Maybe y'all can give me some ideas to go along with your ideas inside the comment section of this video. I need y'all to interact in this video. I need for y'all to talk to me in the comment section, and I will be reading something that he paid for when he moved into that house. I don't know. I have so many questions that needs answers. What do he need underground tunnels for? Or is he trafficking something through those tunnels? Is he traveling through those tunnels? Do those tunnels lead to? Inquiring minds want to know. My mind is all over the place. He has tunnels underneath his house. Where are those tunnels going? Who's in those tunnels?
Anyone who went to Diddy's parties could record the trash. Spanky has a very scary video of what Diddy did to Meek Mill.
What happened was Cassie filed this lawsuit. He settled in about 48 hours.
Very fast.
So then everybody goes, oh, what? Diddy's settling? And so Lil Rod files some real graphic, nasty stuff. We're talking minors, sex trafficking, ecstasy and the alcohol, and then all hell blows loose. They go right to the camera system and pull all the servers out, and they, I believe, arrested the drug mule. Is this something that's coming down at the highest level? I have no idea, but I know Diddy's life is about to blow up.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors.
The thing is, like, we're getting the rumors from the internet, and the internet thinks that the Taliban took out that bridge in Baltimore. So it's like, who fucking knows? Who knows what's real? Dude, when Homeland Security invade your house,
You got problems.
with dudes with fucking guns and body armor.
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff; they were there to delete everything. The real people that were in there, you know.
Oh,
Like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny. When you get into these fucking conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers. People genuinely love it when someone like Diddy gets caught, though. The glee that people have is weird. There was always so much East Coast, West Coast shit that's still, like, in the zeitgeist. There was a lot going on. And then there's people that thought that, well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right? You also have those celebrity environments where celebrities all get together. If you got a wild party and P. Diddy puts on that wild party and, you know, he sets everybody up. Big old crazy party, get everybody loose.
And get the cameras
Get them the
rolling.
yayo. Get them everything you need. Get fired up. Get those cameras rolling. And now you got everybody under wraps. Some folks weave. You all right over there?
Yeah.
You got to concentrate.
Lil Rod, the former producer, filed the lawsuit, and he said every room in Diddy's mansions were wired with cameras. She had some of the pictures, and he displayed those in the lawsuit that came out. And this was used for blackmail material. A lot of these people were also aspiring young artists in the music industry. Parties were sponsored by Motown Records CEO, Universal Records CEO. This goes all the way to the top. The drinks were laced, the videotapes were hot, and then at the end of the day, you wake up the next morning, what did I do? And then they can guide your career, they could kill your career, but they got you. And we were also told by the former bodyguard that Diddy was an FBI informant.
Bodyguard for Diddy Roger Bond talks about how several people would come into Diddy's hotel room on days when he was strangely told to take the day off.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink. Like I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich.
This gay parties and all that. But at what point, like, what is happening that's taking these seemingly heterosexual men, because it's opening up different doors? Is it different gateways that is like things are being presented to you that you've never thought to entertain before?
I think it's because if you're not controlling your soul, I think someone has a more control on you. Well, you're doing good now, but if you come to this party, I'm pretty sure you'll get that 3-picture deal. So it's just like things that if you don't have a soul, basically they don't have souls, and they're doing anything at that point. God is not involved. So I think once you take God out of your life, ain't no telling what you're gonna end up doing.
As rumors spread, famous people like Usher think there might be a link between Puffy's famous flavor camp and caves below the ground. He had to find a way to get all of those kids.
All y'all niggas in here with these hot-ass scuddies on.
Hey, yo, for real,
these hot-ass beanie caps. Get the beanie caps off. Diddy 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Diddy's sons who look nothing like him. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Come on, man. Dude, that's what I like. See, because as sons, people don't understand, man.
So now the P. Diddy thing, which like for 2 years, I would tell people it's hilarious. I mean, it's horrific, but it's also hilarious that it was like the big secret that, oh, do you think the government does it? Well, P. Diddy does it. You know that as above, so below, that like magical shit the rocket scientists say when they jerk off and look in each other's eye? Duncan will know, as above, hey, ask Duncan. But as above, so below, you've heard that saying?
Yes.
When they would do those type of things, we would have the day off. He might go to the hotel. But me being the person that I am, it's been times that I would stand by the elevator or I would go downstairs and say, why is this guy rushing me out? And I've never seen what they did, but I've actually stood there while they knocked on the hotel room door and went inside. What went on behind there, I can't tell you.
Diddy's bodyguard, Roger Bonds, spills the beans, recording how various men would go into Diddy's hotel room on days when he was mysteriously told to take the day off.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
You know, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
Do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like, you know,
what
like a living.
Life.